Once again, time for another public service announcement. Jaylen Williams is okay. We have found Jaylen Williams. He is okay. He's in Oklahoma City, balling out. That man, shout out to Jaylen Williams. Got to give him a lot of credit. I was on his case the entire series saying, if this man will play better and stop with, losing the ball on dribbles, left, right, he's losing the ball both ways. I kept saying game 1 and 2, he needs to get on the jugs machine that they use in football and get his grip right. His jump shot as well. Earlier in the series, his jump shot has been short. Last video I said he really needs to get that gym with Lou Dort, go get some shots up, get arc on the ball. The man has shut me up this game. He came out, balled out, virtuoso performance. And I say that because no matter what anybody wants to say about free throw this, ref that, because last game there was a lot of funny money with the refs, no doubt about it. This game, when it came to, I'm talking about Jalen Williams specifically, his play, the man hit a move in the fourth. I believe it was the fourth. Hit a move on Neesmith. Had that man. He was driving left, put him in the post, fake like he was going to do the spin, did a half spin, pull back jumper. I was like, this man is playing like how he's supposed to. He has a very good ability to hit layups off of the scoop layup. Looks very much like Rondo, but because this man's like 6'6", 6'7"-ish, somewhere around there. I mean, he's getting that shot off quick. He has a very quick first step. He has a faster first step than SGA. SGA is a more skilled player, but Jalen Williams is a better athlete in my opinion from what I'm seeing just watching him. He moves quicker off the ball. He's a little bit stronger. When he's driving to the rim, doesn't get bumped off as easily. Shout out to how he played, because honestly, I said earlier, I was like, if he plays this way, the Thunder are going to win this series in 5. They did not win it in 5. I think they're probably going to finish this out in 6. The Pacers might come out and play with a lot of pride, but, obviously prayers out to Haliburton. Hopefully that man did not do what I think he probably did. I think he had a really bad calf strain potentially. They had him go back out there most likely because the Achilles is not torn. It's the finals, and I'm sure he probably pushed for it. Maybe the team pushed for it harder than he did, but I think that's probably why they had him hobble back out there after that first quarter where he took that step, went down non-contact. I said, Jesus, yeah, you could see when he planted, he was going down. But TJ McConnell did a very good job filling in for him. Shout out to TJ McConnell. The entire series, really the whole playoffs, he's been playing out of his mind. That's probably what kept the Pacers in the game. Pascal Siakam did a very good job this game overall. The first quarter, he was a little bit turnover heavy. When I was watching, he had like 2 or 3 where he just gave them away. I thought it was a little bit loose, uncharacteristic of him. But he got it together the rest of the game. Very good finisher inside. He was bodying people up, taking it to the cup. Pascal played a pretty decent game. When Tyrese came back in, everybody was talking about how he didn't have any field goals. I mean, to be honest, let's be for real. The man was playing on like one leg. Very similar to him last year when he messed up his hamstring against the Celtics. Dude's out there playing on one leg. Now, yes, for the Oklahoma City fans, I'm not a fan of either team. I have no dog in the race. For the Oklahoma City fans, yes, he did go out there and play, so it's fair game. If you're injured, you really shouldn't be out there. I understand that. But let's be for real. That man was definitely not 100% after the first quarter. But I still think the Oklahoma City Thunder, even if he was healthy, they were going to beat this team tonight. The energy that the OKC Thunder came out with, unbelievable. It was very similar to their Game 1 energy. I was surprised they had that much spunk in them. I think last game probably gave them a confidence boost. They went back home. Their bench players played much better, which is typical for bench players in the playoffs. Wiggins was playing out of his mind, hitting from downtown. What's his name? Wallace. Wallace was hitting as well. He had quite a few steals. I think he had like 3-4 steals. Easy. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. He ripped a few people, stole a few, cutting off the lane as well. SGA had a few steals, cutting off the lane or jumping the lane. So shout out to him. SGA, people might talk about the free throws and stuff. I mean, tonight was a pretty typical night for him. Free throw wise, I'm not going to waste too much time on that. Let's just be honest. He catches people with their hand in the cookie jar. I'm not a fan of that play style, but people got to learn how to play more hands off. Beat them with your feet. Do what Nembhard was doing originally. I don't think that the Pacers could have sustained that play that they did for about 3 games where they were having Nembhard play, just basically put SGA in off-ball hell. Do not let that man even get the ball. Straight ball denial, 94 feet. But it's hard to keep that up as well as having offense on your side from Nembhard. So they were kind of throwing different bodies at him, different looks. And the Thunder kind of figured out, run the offense through Jalen Williams, run it through Caruso. Caruso's a dog. I mean, I've been saying that different videos. He's a dog. I mean, even if he's not making shots at a high clip, he usually doesn't take bad shots, and he's taking he's getting paint touches, driving the ball, creating some sort of opportunity for somebody to finish. If Chet Holmgren made more of his open shots, when I say open, I mean his open threes. I don't think he should be taking that many fadeaways and threes that he does take. I think he needs to drive it more. Yes, he can shoot during the regular season, but for some reason, postseason, dude's percentages just drop. The closeouts are quicker. It's much harder to actually get your shot to fall. You always find rhythm just getting a few easy looks in the lane. Even if you miss, just getting the guys down there to realize you're not a punk. You will try and draw fouls by creating contact, trying to finish through contact. It just sets a different tone for the game. It also opens things up for people on the wing when you drive and dish. But watching this game, it was very reminiscent of how game 1 went. I think the Thunder, they closed this game out. Obviously, they closed it out better because they won. But if you just watch their intensity, they didn't allow any sort of chipping away in the fourth quarter. I mean, yes, the game got down to 2. But once they saw that, the defensive intensity, you saw it kind of switch to a different notch. I believe it was the start of the fourth. They were having an interview with Williams, and he was talking about how they have to tighten up defensively. And literally right after that, they kind of took it to the next level, that whole fourth quarter. So you could definitely see the Thunder at home. They're a different team. And that game specifically, it looked very much like the first half of game 1, where it just looked like they were slapping the floor AAU style, where it's going to lock you up, put you in hell, and let's see what you guys can do. Now, to the Pacers, an actual game, game plan that I'm thinking of for them, you got to run the offense through Nembhard. You got to run the offense through Pascal Siakam. If, TJ McConnell's in the game, get him the ball, have him, driving to dish, not driving to finish. Because, I mean, I like his efficiency overall, but he's got to drive to create to really keep that offense flowing. I mean, he's a good player, but he's got to get those other guys involved. If Haliburton's not going to be on the floor, there's going to be definitely an increased responsibility on his plate. Haliburton may or may not play, depending on the severity of his injury. If he does play, he's not going to have the same explosiveness that he had in the first few games. And also, I think that we have to give the Oklahoma City Thunder credit because, yes, Haliburton got injured, but that first quarter was definitely evident that they were most likely going to take this game. They were dominated them from the beginning. Haliburton played about 10-ish minutes before he had that injury, so we got to see a decent bit of what they look like. The Pacers, I don't think we're going to win this game. Shout out to the Thunder for handling business at home. The refs. I don't want to hear about the refs this game. Last game, definitely. Scott Foster. He got order 66 from up top, and he executed that. If you know, you know. But now from this game, I didn't see too much funny business with the ref calls. In fact, there are actually a few calls where I was like, they're definitely trying to keep the Pacers in the mix because they want to keep viewership high. They don't want people to give up on watching. But you could see the Thunder. They were outclassing the Pacers for the majority of the series. Now, we're going to get to see what the Pacers are made of. Are they going to have a performance like the Celtics against the Knicks when Tatum went down? Are they going to bounce back, and execute and try and play for pride? Or are they going to lay down and allow themselves to be beaten at home? Yes, they're potentially going to be missing their biggest star, or he's going to be playing, injured. But if they have pride and, if they have a decent game plan put together, I really think the game plan they had to have SGA, be more off ball. That's a good game plan, but really, I would suggest give him the ball and shut everybody else down. Get the whole team off because OKC, their three-point shooting is ridiculous. When they hit, they are a very hard team to beat. That game, I think it was game 4, they went 3 of 16 or 18 or something like that. It was very piss poor percentage, less than 20%. You're not going to get a team of that caliber to shoot like that the entire series. So you got to take advantage of those games. When they didn't win that game, it was very hard to see them bouncing back from this. Now, they are going to play at home, the Pacers. Indiana's a hard place to win. But if they especially if the Thunder get that stimulus package that they got in game 4, then this is going to be a wrap. But shout out to Jalen Williams, J-Dub. I was getting on him the entire series, basically, clowning him for his hands, not finishing, not getting a shot off, not getting it up high enough. But this game, he's been steadily, you could watch the game, he's been getting more and more aggressive appropriately, not doing too much. But this game, he went off. He He had a virtuoso performance. We got to give credit where credit is due. He's 23 years old or 24, whatever it is, young guy. I think that first bit of the series, he was nervous. I think the nerves have definitely calmed the hell down, and he is playing at his speed. He's not losing the ball anymore. He's not making, stupid decisions, inbounding the ball. But no, definitely got to give him his credit. SGA played well overall. SGA plays better when he distributes the ball. Let other guys eat, and then you execute when other guys can't hit. That's when you take the ball and you carry for like a series or two going down the court. But no, SGA, when he's dishing the ball, the game doesn't even look close. That's one of the reasons why you saw Game 5, very different game spacing-wise, score deficit-wise than Game 4. Game 4 was a much closer game, and they were getting a lot more help that game for sure. So keep a lookout. We got more videos coming, other things. But one more thing I was going to say before I head out. I don't know what the hell's going on with the NBA and all these sponsorships and all these little logos they're putting on. The presentation style is going to be another video for another day. The presentation style of the NBA it's left a lot to be desired, and we'll definitely cover that. The announce team, the broadcast team, the presentation on the court, the digital effects aren't too bad, but are not not horrible, but definitely there's work to be done, and I'll give examples of what I'm talking about in the viewership as well. But as always, usual, don't be mad at me, be mad at yourself.